साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। यस्यान्तर्नादिमध्यं न हि करचरणं नामगोत्रं न सूत्रं नो जातिं नैव वर्णा न भवति पुरुषो नाम पुंसं न च स्त्री नाकारं नो विकारं न हि जनिमरणं नास्ति पुण्यं न पापं तत्त्वं नो तत्त्वमेकं सहजसदरसं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। अपारसच्चित्सुखवारिराशेः यस्योर्विमात्रं भुवनं समस्तम् गुहाहितं तं रमणं गभीरं चिन्ताविहीनं प्रतिचिन्तयामि। देहं मृण्मयवज्जडात्मकमहं वृत्तिर्न तस्यास्ति नाहं तत्तदभावसुप्तिसमये सिद्धात्मसद्भावतः कोऽहं भावयुतः कुतो वरधिया दृष्ट्वात्मनिष्ठात्मनां सोऽहं स्फूर्तितया अरुणाचलशिवः पूर्णो विभाति स्वयम्। योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम्। जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतश्च अर्थेषु अभिज्ञस्वरारि तेने ब्रह्महृदाय आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः तेजो वारिमृतां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो वृषाम् धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि धर्मप्रोज्झितकैतवोऽत्रपरमो निर्मत्सराणां सतां वेद्यं वास्तवमत्र वस्तु शिवम् तापत्रयोन्मूलनं श्रीमद्भागवते महामुनिकृते किं वा परैरीश्वरः सद्यो हृद्यवरुध्यते प्रकृतिभिः शुश्रूषविस्तक्षणात् निगमकल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं शुकमुखादमृतद्रवसंयुतं पिबत भागवतं रसम् आलयं मुहुरहो रसिकाः भुवि भावुकाः यं प्रव्रजन्तमनुपेदमपेतकृत्यं द्वैपायनो विरहकातर आजुहाव तन्मयतया तरवोऽग्निदुः तं सर्वभूतहृदयं मुनिम् आनतोऽस्मि। सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिभेदवेतापत्रयविनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नमः। त्वदनुपथं गुलायमिदमात्मसुहृत्प्रियवत्सरति तथोन्मुखे त्वयि ते प्रिय आत्मनिच न बदरमन्त्यहो असदुपासनयात्महनां यदनुषया भ्रमन्ति उरुभये कुशरीरभृतः। त्वद् अनुपथम् इदं कुलायम् आत्मसुहृत्प्रियवत् चरति। Today morning we saw this verse. A peculiar name is given to this body. Instead of saying it is body, Shruti Mata says it is Kulayam. It's a coined word. Kulayam means that which dissolves in earth. Shariram also is same. Shiryate Shariram, that which decays. Dahyate iti deha, that which can be burnt, which will be burnt is deha. That which decays is shariram. So this kulayam is that which dissolves in mud. So idam kulayam tvadanupattham. Patham means path, way, vadi. Bhagavan margathila போகும்போது அது இந்த சரீரம் ஆத்ம சுஹൃத், ஆத்மாவாகவும் சுஹൃத்தாவும் பிரியமாகவும் இருக்குன்னா ஆத்மான ஈஸ்வரன் அர்த்தம். சரீரமே ஹெல்ப் பண்றது. Body itself is helping you. Priyavat, like a friend. In Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan says, Udhared atmanatmanam natmanam avasadayet. Atmaiva hi atmano bandhu. Atmaiva ripuratma. You yourself, you are your friend, you are your enemy. And you are taking to this spiritual life, practicing sadhana, then you are your friend. You are doing hita to yourself. If not so, you are destroying yourself. One person went to a pot maker and asked for a mud pot. That person said, come tomorrow. He went back, came next day, he said, come tomorrow. Again he went back, came next day, he said, come tomorrow. Like this, almost 10 months passed. After 10 months, that pot maker gave a pot. That is this body. Nandavanathil oru aandi. Avan 4-6 மாதமாய் குயவனை வேண்டி. He every day went to that pot maker. 4-6 மாதம், 4 and 6 months. He went to the pot maker. Kondu vanda oru thondi. He brought a thondi means he brought a pot. And how to maintain it, how to utilize it, he was unaware. So கூத்தாடி போட்டு உடைச்சார். He danced and broke it by putting it down. So that is our biography. With so much difficulty you have got a body. and the body is not cooperating for spiritual life. It is giving as much trouble as possible. He me deha moham tyaja pavana puradhish yad prema hetoho dehe vitte kalatradishu ja vivashitaha tvatpadam vismaranti soyam vanne shunova paravidavarada sampradam cha akshikarnatvad dihvadhyaha vikashanti avashamadagita kopinastvatpadabje. Narayana, whatever he says in Narayana, all the other dashakams he was praying, Lord, remove the disease of the body, remove my illness. And in this dashakam last he is saying, Bhagavan, if you remove one disease, another disease will follow. Because body itself is a disease. Shariram itself is a disease. When it makes you aware of it, it becomes a disease. When somebody asked Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi that some yogis claim that by doing yoga sadhana, you can have a diseaseless body. And in that body only you can have realization. Bhagavan just smiled and said, what a way or vyadi way. He said, body itself is a disease. And if you have disease for it, you have to say, disease has appeared on disease. So, to give up that body idea, to give up that I am this body is jnanam. Deha moham tyaja pavana puradhisha. O Lord, remove this moha that I am this body. It is just a moha. It is not even a fact. Just a moha, a delusion, a misapprehension. With that misapprehension, I think that this body is me. Tyaja pavana puradhisha. Through jnana, I have to give up, because pavana puradhisha is Guru Ayurva. He could have used some other name. Why he is using that name? Because this shariram is pavanapuram. Pavana means vayu, and vayu is going inside and outside. So inside this pavanapuram, he is dwelling. Ishvara is dwelling as the antaryami. So pavanapuradhisha deha moham tyaja. Tyaja pavanapuradhisha deha moham dehe vitte kalatradishu cha vivashita. This vivashata, you are not free to think. You are not free to decide. You are completely under the sway, enslaved by house, by your children, by your wife, by your relatives, by your many things. They have enslaved you. So how to wriggle out of it? Vivashitaha tvatpadam vismaranti. The problem is, there is nothing is wrong with family or money or house, but involved in them, I forget you. I fail to remember you, O Lord. So that kind of papa I am doing. Only one papa. Papa is to forget him. Vismaranam Vishnu. The greatest danger is Vismaranam Vishnu. When you forget him, that is sin. Everything follows. So I forget him, Lord. I forget you. And this body at least it lives with me? No. Without even all these 80 years, 90 years, you every day give breakfast, lunch, dinner, medicine, comforts, pleasure, and without even giving you even a rented house, they will say, we will give you 3 months. After that you should leave. Even that intimation is not given. That very day morning he thinks he is going to live 10 years. An old man, he is not at all writing his attorney that will will. So all his family members, his son, his grandson, everybody said, Father, at least keep a will, so that after you are passing away, we will have some authority. So much property is there. He said, bring that will paper. So they brought it. He wrote, this will go to my grandson. After his death, it will come back to me. That kind of feeling is there. See, I am going to live. He is already 90 years old. And he says, after the death of my grandson, who is only 10 years old, perhaps great grandson, the whole wealth will come back to me. So that kind of moha it gives, delusion. It comes and catches hold of us. So here Bhattacharya is saying, at least during death, is there any freedom? That if you leave the body in a forest, either fox, jackals will come, or dogs, or vultures. They will come and tear the body. So this body is food for them. In Bhagavata it says dog's food. Now they have pet shops. And Bhagavatam says, Shvabhojanam atmatayopalalitam. This body is Shvabhojanam. Shva means dog. Shvabhojanam atmatayopalalitam. This Shvabhojanam is considered as Atma. I spoke about Pattanatha Swami. He was a very, very rich merchant. So suddenly he became Virakta, gave up everything. He was a pearl merchant. So he gave up everything. He renounced his life. His story is very beautiful. He had no child. So he worshipped Shvetarani Swami. Lord appeared in his dream. He asked Bhagavan, so much wealth and I have no son. And Lord said, you will, next day you will meet a Brahmin. He got a son from his garden, from a jungle. He already has 8 children. Go and take that child and give him equal weight of gold. That much wealth he had. So he gave equal weight of gold and took that child and got tremendously attached to the divine child because Ishvara has given. So he named him as Marudavanan. That was the name. So with that child, he grew up very intelligent, very learned, very scholarly. And at the age of 16, he went with other business people to do pearl business. So he went abroad in a ship. And it was almost 3 or 4 months. His father was so attached to his son, he could neither sleep nor eat day and night, burning. And every merchant who came back, he will be inquiring, how is my sheep? How is my son doing? They will say, he is doing good business, he is very intelligent. And one day, one merchant came and said, all other merchants were giving him good news. Your son is very intelligent, he is doing good business, earned a lot of money, after all he is your son. And he is so scholarly. All these things came to him. He was very, very delighted. Pleasure. That is the first step. Then one day one merchant came and said, see, your boy is very intelligent, very clever, but he is unaware of the ways of the world. Because, he earned so much money, he gave away everything to Goshala, Veda Padashala, so-called services. He spent everything there. And on the way, he has brought only some cow dung fuel. That is what we have to say. Cow dung you make fuel. People, they write cow dung cake. It is not cake. It's cow dung fuel. So, dried fuel. So, that is not. So, he is coming with that. And when we ask why you are bringing this, Chanavardi, only this will be useful when you die. That is his words. So this news came. Patanath Swami became Thiruvaiyar Chettiar, that is his name at that time. He became very angry. First he was very happy because his son is doing good. And when this information came, he became very angry, got agitated. I thought he is intelligent. Somewhere something is wrong. After all, he is not my son. So from pleasure, the mind jumped to pain. And after that also he was waiting for that ship to come. And one day they say, the news came, on the way in the sea there is lot of storm. There is every chance that shipwreck could happen. So he was afraid. He went to the Shwetarani Swami and prayed, Lord, let my son come back safely. He has done well by giving away his wealth. At least that will protect him. So somehow he should reach safely here. Then he got the news that some of his friends' ship drowned. Then he was afraid. Then he got the news that his ship has safely come back. He was very happy. See the play of the mind. It's just like you heat the iron, it becomes red hot, and then this blacksmith will dip it in cold water, then heat, like that. So that is the simile that he uses. So when all the business people came, they came with lot of wealth, immense wealth they brought. And this boy came, and father hugged him, took him in his lap, kissed him, and tears came out of his eyes. After that first expression of emotion, he asked, what have you brought? He said, all these sacks, lot of bags. When he opened one bag, he found all this cow dung fuel, dried cow dung fuel. He became very angry, started shouting, so much money you took from me. See, these business people are like that. Even father and mother, son, they will have separate accounts. So he said, you took so much money from me and you have come back with this stuff. I was expecting so much wealth and you have cheated me, deceived me. He started shouting. That boy laughed and went to his mother's room. He wanted to check whether anything other than this fuel is there. Every sack he opened, all sacks, they contained only this. On the way, many merchants, they lost their wealth also because these pirates, they came on the way and looted. So, this load has come safely and it is full of this dry fuel. With anger, he took some of this stuff and threw it on the ground. It broke. From inside, மரகதத்துக்கு என்ன சொல்லுவோம்? Emerald. So many emeralds, so many gems, they came out of that. So he was excited. He became ecstatic. See, after all, he is my son. So much wealth he has brought. He became so happy. The swinging of the mind like pendulum, this side, that side, this side, that side. And he rushed to the inner apartment where his wife is staying to see his son, and went with that gems in his hand. See, her name was Jnanakala. Oh Jnanakala, see what our Marudavanan has brought. So much wealth he has brought, and he made me a fool, look like a fool. I got deceived. I thought he is not intelligent. He has brought so much wealth. Just screaming, he went inside, and there he could not find his son. And his wife was doing some work there. He asked, where is Marudhavan? I don't know. He gave me a box and went outside. Box? What box? Give me that. He opened that box. There he found a leaf, a palm leaf, and a broken needle. A needle which cannot be used. It has no hole in it. A broken needle and a palm leaf. In that palm leaf, a song is written. Actually, that song is on Arunachaleshwara. The song is on Arunachaleshwara. So there, one line is famous. Kadatra Ushiyum Varadu Kan Kadaivalikke. That is one line. One line is, this useless needle, even this broken needle you cannot take beyond this world. When you die, you are not going to carry even this broken needle. Why unnecessarily waste your precious life in these worldly things instead of offering it to God, instead of bhakti, instead of bhajana? That very moment, Vairagya descended on him. So with so much power, Vairagya descended on him. He threw away everything and walked out. He had so much wealth. He had a manager to manage. Everybody in the house, they were weeping. And this man, he threw away his clothes and went outside, and that manager said, should we not go and search Marudavanan? He said, what Marudavanan? No Marudavanan, it is Sakshat Shiva, who came as my son to illumine me, to give me that jnana. He will not come back. He wanted to take me back. So he lived with me as my son, and he will not come again. I know that. He just walked out. His manager said, at least write some bill. So much money, what should I do? Throw away it in the streets, he said. Let whoever wants, let them take. Throw away it in the street. And he walked out. This is Patanatha Swami's story. Now it became so virakata. And you should not have pride in Vairagya. You should attain jnana. So he walked out, roaming about in that village taking bhiksha. He gave a promise to his mother, till you drop your body, I will not go out of this place. That promise was given to his mother. I will, as Shankaracharya gave, he also said, only after lighting your fire, I will go out. That is the promise that Swami gave. So after that, from now onwards, he is called as Patanatha Swami. So he is moving about in that village, taking bhiksha. And everybody was making fun of him, because a very rich person, what is the cost to be like this? He looks like a madman. To become spiritual, should you be like this? Even good sannyasis are also leading a very luxurious, prosperous life. You could also live like that. Many advised him. He was deaf. Was moving about with bhiksha, and one day he went to another Chettiar's house. That Chettiar means businessman, Vaishya. So he was sitting in the compound of his bungalow. Two servants were this side and that side, they were standing. He had a big, very big tummy, and they were putting oil in his body, and from both sides were polishing the tummy, giving massage to his stomach. And Pattanatha Swamigal stood there for bhiksha, and this Chettiar said, "Fool has come. Great fool has come. He was the only rich man, richer than me in this place. And now this is his situation. See? He was competing with me. Now he has come to streets." This Chettiar was making fun of him. And all the sycophants around, when you have money, all are there. So they were all saying, yes, Jala. So both sides they were putting, polishing, massaging. Oil massage was given to this Chettiar. Pattanatha Swami laughed and sang a song. He said, "Chettiar thoppai tanadendu irukka. Nai nari kallu tanadendu irukka." He said this Chettiar is considering this thoppai means this tummy. Chettiar thinks this tummy is his. But while all the dog, vultures, jackals, they all are now and then coming and having a look at it, such a rich thing, very delicious. When are we going to get it? All of them have put seal on it. Nai nari kaldu tanadendu irukka. He walked out, laughingly walked out. And he sat in a temple, absorbed in samadhi. See, if you have immense vairagya, samadhi ensues. It just follows. So, with that immense vairagya, nothing to pull your mind out. Andastyago bahistyagaha viraktasya yujjate. With that vairagya, he immersed in his deep being and remained in samadhi. And sometimes this became his habit. Sometimes when he wakes up, it will be night. Sometimes it will be day. So one day when he woke up, it was night. And he started walking for bhiksha. Where he will get bhiksha. He was just walking in the village. In that village, some house was open. All the houses were closed. One house was open and there was some sound in the backside, because they have heard some sound. So somebody screamed, some thief has come. So all the village people have gone out in search of the thief with stick. That time Swami entered that house through the front door. The moment he kept his leg inside, you don't know when that samadhi steals into you. So the moment he entered there, he entered into samadhi state, was standing there still. And these people went in search of the thief, they could not find, and then they said, somebody suggested, let us come through the big front portion. So when they came to the front portion, they found this sadhu in the darkness. They could not recognize. He was standing there, still in samadhi, started hitting him. And no screaming, no noise. He was not at all making any sound. They hit him and blood was oozing out. Slowly he woke up. Then they found this is Pattanatha Swami. when they brought light, we have hit Patanatha Swami. Then Patanatha Swami said, this is Lord's message to me. From today onwards, I will not step into any house to take Bhiksha. If Bhiksha comes to me, I will eat, otherwise I will not. So he stayed in the dilapidated temple, always sat there, and the king heard about him. Many people gave him many news. Some told him that Patanatha Chettiar became mad. Some others said he has become a sannyasi, a mystic. To find, because Patanatha Swami was his chief pearl seller. So when he was missing, king came in search and he saw Swamigal sitting there. He just ignored when the king came. He just sat there still, silent, stone-like. This king came and did a namaskar and said, you have given up so much wealth, renounced so much wealth. Why? Swami did not reply. Then he asked, what did you earn by such renunciation? He said, all these years, I have to come to you and stand. Take token. I have to ask from your attendants, when can I meet? But see, now you are standing before me like this. Position has changed. When you become desireless, then you are real emperor. Then the king becomes somebody like a subordinate. So that at least I got. Then some teaching was given, he went back. This is Patanatha Swami's story. Just remember that I'm telling you. And there's one very interesting incident. One day Swamigal was lying down on the road with his hands as the pillow in his head. Two women were going to the river to take water. One of the ladies, she was telling the other, see, this is Patanatha Swami. He has renounced everything. He has now become almost a beggar, a great renunciation. And the lady said, yes, great renunciation. But still, see, he feels, although he has renounced his house, his room, his couch, his bed, pillows, still he wants some support for his head. Because he is keeping his hand there. So, this is world. Swami heard this. He said he did not think that it is women. Some people are speaking. He thought Sakshat Divine Mother is speaking. So he gave up that also. And was lying. Now these two women are coming back. One lady said, see, now renunciation is complete. He has given up even that support of the hand. Yes, that is almost complete, but still he is overhearing what people are saying about him. So the ladies gossip. He is overhearing ladies gossip. So you can never get certificate from the world. So that is also a kind of weakness, a kind of vasana. Loka vasana. We say loka vasana. What others speak about me? What will they think about me? That loka vasana is very deep. So that Patanatha Swami's life, I took this story because that Shariram, that body, he sings this song, Nandavanathil or Andi, Nalaru Madamai Kuyavanai Vendi Kunduvandavaru Tondi, Ade Kutadi Puttuda Chandi. We'll just say one more incident in his life. His mother died. The news came to him. He was a great Siddha Purusha. He said he could not get fuel. Very. So he took this banana plant. Because he wanted to put his mother's body in a very soft, cool thing. So he put it there and said, Munnai Vaitadu Mupuratile. Munnai Vaitati Mupuratile. And then Munnai Ittati Mupuratile. Pinnai Ittati Tennilangayu. Annai Ittati Adivayatile. Yanum Ittati Murga Murga. Said the first fire was the Tripura Dahana, that Shiva burnt that all the Tripuras. That is the first fire. And the second fire is Hanuman. He burned the Lanka. And the third fire is the fire that a mother is having in the stomach. Annayitati, that is Divine Mother, that is Kundalini Shakti. So that is the fire. That inner fire, Vaishwana Ragini also you can say. Annayitati Adivayatile. And he said, I am putting fire. Let it burn. Without any fire, it started burning. After mother's samadhi, he moved about as an avadhuta. From one place to another, he moved about as an avadhuta. You can see his samadhi near Chennai, through a tube, where he played with children. He'll say, you cover me with a big basket. He will make chocolate for those children from sand. So they will be waiting for him. Said, you cover me with a basket. They will say, sit Swami. And he will sit, they will cover him with a basket and he will come from that side. They will take the basket, he is not there. This happened 3-4 times, and once they put a big rock above the basket and were waiting, and he was not coming. So they thought, oh, we have won, at last Swami could not come out. And they removed the basket, they found a Shivalinga there. They found only Shivalinga there. This is the story. So this is Patanatha Swamigal's Divine Leela. So this is also Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam is not simply Bhagavatam book. Bhagavatam means Bhagavatanam Charitam. Story of great devotees. Story of Jnanis. Story of Avadhutas. That is also Bhagavatam. So this is also Bhagavatam. When you hear such stories, you naparilashantike chitapavargam apishwarati. You are not bothered about attainment. You remain merged in God. So Tvadanupatham Kulayam. The word Kulayam brought out all these explanations. Tvadanupatham Kulayam. If this body is utilized for doing Adhyatma Sadhana, then that is a friend. Otherwise, this shariram becomes your enemy. Kunapa. Shariram becomes your enemy. Charati tathonmuke tvai hite priya atmani cha. Unmuke, as a one ever eager to protect the jiva, as a one who wishes our well-being. Hite, ever eager to do what is good. Priye, as the seat of supreme affection. Atmani, as the self. Tvai, in you. Naramanti, if he is not taking delight in the Atman, the Atma Vastu, then Asadupasanaya, he is doing Upasana. We said, Udara Upasana. Like here, another word is Asadupasana. He is doing Upasana of the Asat, not the Sat. This Jadavastu, this Shariram is his Upasana Devata. He is doing puja only to this body. That is why even after death, make him seated. In Tiruvannamalai, first I used to get confused. Because I thought first it is marriage procession. So much ekala, they would go with so much music, so much thing, in a big chariot. You can see such chariots everywhere. And the person will be sitting like this. Then I thought, this is a very old bride. And he's not moving, he's not expressing. Then found it is not marriage, it is the other thing. So much of infatuation, so much of moha. Even after death you are not ready. See, these mummies are made like that, right? In the Egypt. After death also that body is, what do they say? Mummified. When you call mummy, you should be and mummified. And all the items are kept inside, ornaments, gold, because someday he will wake up. If he wants to buy something, it will be useful. So all these things will be kept inside. Because this is asadupasana. Charvaka mata. Charvaka says body alone is reality. And 99% of people are Charvakas. Although we worship God, in our practical life we are Charvakas. After hearing Vedanta, everything we will ultimately ask, how are you? Be careful. Take care of the body. Because that is the only thing that we have. And you know, it is not going to come the way you chart out. It sits upon you, it superimposes itself, it gives so much trouble because you identify with it, because you have that misapprehension, delusion, infatuation. So here, Bhagavan, Shruti Mata says, Nabadaramantyaho asadupasanaya, by doing all their life involving with this body, all our schools, colleges, office, factory, industry, everything for what? Only for this Jadavastu. No other cause, right? And what, after all, what can you do with this body? Eat, sleep, have progeny, that all the creatures are doing in a much comfortable way than us. They do not need an hospital. They are living in the trees. All the rain fall on their head. All the birds. No bird is keeping a kerchief. No, so many crows are there. And have you ever seen a crow? They are much healthier. They need no hospital. They need no cremation ground, burial ground. What happens to them? It's a mystery. In our ashram, so many monkeys are there in the trees. And in all these years, no one has seen a monkey die of old age and the body is available for you. No. Some accidental death everybody has seen. In Tamil they used to say, Korangu Sahadu Valan. It's a mystery. So many monkeys are there in the mountain. There is one Swami there, he says, I have never seen. I have never seen a monkey growing old and dying. You ask, find out. With so much evolution, civilization, scientific development, everything is built upon this quicksand that is this body. Everything is built upon this. All the world wars are only for this Shariram. Silly things have created wars. Have you heard about beard war? Two countries, I don't want to name those two countries. One country gave their princess in marriage to the next country. And that prince, when the marriage was arranged, had no beard. After that, he started growing beard. She got angry. She said, "You should shave." He said, "No, I will not." She came back, declared war. And for the sake of beard, those two countries fought for 250 years. Don't know why they are fighting. Generations after generations. My father was fighting with your father, so I am fighting with you. My grandfather was fighting. Such things, nonsense, everything based on this Shariram. Naramanti asadupasanaya atmahana. That Shruti Mata says they are committing spiritual suicide. Atmahana asuryanamate lokaha andhena tamasavataha tamste pretyabhijachanti ekecha atmahano janaha. They go to that low.
Takes delight only in Desham lokaha, Asuranam lokaha,
Asuryanamate lokaha. World of Asuras. To that they go. When they die, they go to the world of Asuras, world of demons. Who are those demons? They have only the senses, nothing more. All their love, everything is skin deep. Nothing more. That world they go after death. Who ignore that Atmavastu, that Bhagavan, and lead only such a life based on this body, they go to that Asuryanamate Lokaha, the Loka where there is no sun, there is no splendor, there is darkness. Surya Rahita Loka. That is also another meaning. Asuranam Loka. That is the meaning which Shankaracharya is giving. So, Asuryanamate Loka. Surayaha yatra nasanti. That is direct meaning. Asuryaha. Surayaha jnaninaha yatra nasanti. The world where jnanis are not available. The country where the Virattas are not seen. The country where saints are not available. That is Asuryanamate Lokaha. You should not stay even a single night in that place, says Yoga Vasishta. Where there are no Sabala Shitala Chaya, Sajjana Padavaha Nasanti. Where that Sajjanas are not there, where people are not renouncing their worldly life for the sake of God, such a place, Suresha Lokopina Tatsevyatam, even if that is Swargaloka, don't go there. Even if everything is comfortable, don't go there. It will suck your energy. It will swallow your bhakti, your vairagya, your jnana, your tapashakti, everything will go. So, Atmahanaha, here the Shruti Mata says they are committing Atmahatya. How can you kill Atma? Atma is imperishable. It cannot be killed. Yes, you kill it by ignoring it. Not knowing it is killing it. Shankaracharya says, Vidyamanasya Atmanaha Tiraskarana. That Atma which is ever available, to go on ignoring it. And that is a great papa. So, that is Atma Yat Anushaya, with all the vasanas, trying to do this, do that, achieve this, achieve. that you move about, whirl around in this world, in the wheel, giant wheel of samsara, with so many fear, innumerable fear, kusharira vrataha, addicted to all kind of things with this corrupt body. You forget God. So they are uru shari, uru bhayam, lot of bhayam. Kulayam is described as jiva pakshinaha needam shariram. That Krishnapati, then he says, this kulayam means the jiva is a pakshi, it's a bird. It is roosting in this body. This body is the tree where this jiva pakshi, this bird, jiva is living there. See, when a bird sits in a branch, it completely gives all its weight, depends on the branch and sits there. But if the branch breaks and falls, bird will not fall. It will just fly away. Like that, this jiva pakshi is staying in the body, and this tree, body tree, day and night somebody is cutting with an axe. Do you know that? Have you ever heard that sound? You keep your hand here, you will hear the sound of that Kala Purusha. Tuck, tuck, tuck. You think it is the sign of living, but it is the sign of dying. This is the sound of the axe. Sound of the axe that Kala Purusha is using. He is cutting day and night. Aho ratri hichityamanam. Day and night he is cutting, and the last blow, severe cardiac arrest, something they will say. Oh, but last blow. So that Kala Purusha, and this Jiva Pakshi, what does it do? It just flies away. It just goes up the heavens, leaving this body. So this needam, this is just a nest. Even though it appears to be within it, it is not in the body. Atma tattva jijñāsa shunyaha deham eva atmanam matva jijñāsam api na kurvanti te atmanaha. So here all the gopikas, they left everything and came to the Lord. And they say, Patisutanmaya bhratr bandhavan ati vilankyate anti achyudagata. Giving up every hold to all the things around. Husband, wealth, house, everything. We left and came to you, O Lord. You are our self. Anyatha santamatmanam yonyatha pratipadyate kim tena na kritam papam chorena atma paharina. By ignoring the Atma Vastu and considering it as body and mind, that is the greatest sin. So here, that is what is said. So this is Kulayam. The next shloka is Nivridamarun Manoksha Dhrida Yoga Yujo Hridiyan Munaya Upasate Tadarayo Biyayusmaranat Striya Uragendra Bhoga Bhuja Danda Vishakadhyaha Vayamapite Sama Samadrishung Hri Saroja Sutha. These great yogis, they control the breath, prana shakti, withdraw the mind inward and make it remain established in the self in samadhi. Nibildar, Marun, Mano, Akshar, Drida, Yoga Yuja. With the mind, with the senses, with the prana controlled, they make the mind abide in the heart, Hridi.